Going live. And we are here. Welcome, welcome. Pull up a chair, sit on the floor. We are hanging out on BunchaSquares today. And we have one heck of a big project for you today. Let me just make sure everything looks good here on the streaming side of things. All right. Double checking, testing. Yep. Cool. All right, so what is the plan for today? The plan for today is to kind of tackle what you see behind me, or more importantly, what you don't see behind me, which is the entry to my mega build for the season, my mega bubfish build. Not to get too corny with it, I'm going to be basically making the wall and entryway and the next two layers of the build, because this is going to go up 2 stories from this point. It's going to be a bit big, so we'll have to see how that goes. And I've got to take a few measurements eventually, but to start off, I'm probably just going to eyeball it. And let me just hold on just a moment. Messaging someone. There we go. Okay, let's get cracking at this. Anybody watching? I know Spencer was in the comments before the stream started. That's cool. Let's make sure we're actually live. Am I live? Did something happen here? My YouTube has decided to freeze on me for a moment. Let me open that back up again. I certainly hope this is actually working. Okay, there we go. There we go. All right. So things seem to be working now. Hello to anybody who might be watching. I am just starting, obviously. Okay. And that's where we are going to start. Little bit of a messy start, but there's some very cool stuff to show off. Man, look at this glide. These stairs, I tell you what. Big reveal, bam. How cool is that? We've got these great big heads hanging out here on the outside of my mega build. They aren't complete, obviously. They will have structure built up and around them eventually, but for right now, they look very cool. I'm considering putting the nether portal in one of their mouths, but I don't know about that. I feel like that might be... It might look cool, or it just might throw off the symmetry that I've got going so far. So anyways, this is what it looks like from down here on the ground. And ultimately what I'd love to do is to have people crank the render distance way down, so it's not quite clear as you're walking exactly where you're going and what you're doing until all of a sudden this thing looms into the distance, this great big build that's way too big to make any kind of sense. And that's what we're going to be working on today. We are working on that great big build that makes no sense at all. At least the front of it. I have no illusions that I'm going to get anywhere close to done with it, but I'm going to try to get as far as I can. So, what do we need to do? I need to figure out, generally, what materials I'm going to be working with. I think it's going to be a lot of tuff and a lot of stone. Probably a lot of smooth stone, maybe a lot of stone brick. That might be the easiest thing to work off of. And I'll need to decide, this is an issue, I need to decide whether this is the line that I want to be building on top of, or if I want to build one more interior line here and build off of that. So essentially, do I want to make this walkway 1 block wider? And I don't know which one I want to do yet, so we'll have to see. But anyways, I also need to finish, ultimately, probably not today, this area, which is also going to be part of the walkway, and you can walk down here and you will be able to see alongside the entirety of this build. So that's stuff to look forward to. Also, someday it's probably going to be a good idea to take care of this unintentional mob farm that I have. I've had people point out that I could make it a very much more intentional mob farm, depending on where and how I do it. I don't know if I'm going to follow through with that or not. It was a very cool idea. I think that was actually Spencer that recommended that idea to me, at least for the staircase. It'd be easy enough to throw some water down, just let it flow into an area, dump the mobs. Bob's your uncle. Excuse me. I need a great big sip of tea. All right. Double checking. Everything's good. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So, where do I even begin with something like this? Normally, I'd freestyle this. But this is one of those cases where I feel it's a big enough deal that I do it properly and make it look good, that I am going to slip in to my creative testing world. So let's go over there for a few minutes. Single player, there we are. And we are gonna work on this. Oh man, you can see some of the things that I've done here before. This was my first attempt. Hi Salty, how are you doing? This was my first attempt at making the giant stone head. I don't know if I might use this still. This was a good rough draft, but it ultimately went nowhere. Giant snapping turtle head. I think this turned out pretty cool overall. I was going to have the return of Shellcore, but I don't think Shellcorp, but I don't know if I'm actually going to or not, given that somebody else has cornered the Shulker shell market. I'm just going to fly around and showcase a little bit of this stuff and see if people can pick up on it. Does anybody remember what this was from? Extra bonus points if you know what this was from. It's a bit of a throwback now, it feels like. It feels like it's been forever. But that was... I love my troll statues. They're some of the coolest things I feel like I've built that feel like organics, that feel like they really could have some movement to them. If they hadn't been turned to stone, that is. Okay, alright. So what else do we have here? Oh, people probably recognize my family cabin from this season. Yeah, in the woods. My very oddball attempt at the Adventure Time treehouse that I never got very far with for a number of reasons, and I was trying to make this block accurate to a image of it from the Minecraft episode. And honestly, what I have so far isn't bad. It's not terrible, it's not great, it's good, it's fine, it's okay. Over here was my original plan for bases this season. I wasn't going to have a centralized base, and I still really only kind of do. I've been living out of that house that I built in the last stream. But as you can see here, this was going to be the... What was my name for them? Square... something like that. It is like some sort of square operating base, or a remote square operating base, or something like that. I had some catchy acronym for it or whatever, and it was like there'd be a little bit of storage, there'd be all of the useful blocks that you'd need, and you'd be able to just roll with it from there. Oh, my laundry's done. I'll have to deal with that in a bit. Oh, it's awful. My first draft of awful. A nice mine shaft that I designed for one reason or another. Can't remember exactly why. Now, this was from season... this was from the Kingdoms, actually. This was the the bar that is in the Quest Guild. Very, very cool build, I think. I really enjoyed how this one turned out. It's kind of a shame that it didn't get any more, you know, focus at the time, but it is what it is. What else have we got in this world? And I'll get around to building. I know. I'm procrastinating. This was my first version of my starter base this season. This is what I was building on Dinnercraft. I built an entire biome with this kind of aesthetic. Turned out very cool. My original storage layout. Yeah, this was kind of what it was going to be, but now there have been so many more blocks added into it, and it's kind of just blown out of proportion, so that's all good. The base from Valhalla in Halo. You can't really tell. If it had a giant structure coming out the top, then it would be a bit more obvious, but, you know, you have this area down here, and then you can come up on the other side, and this is usually where they've got like a Banshee parked or something, and then you come up on here, and you've got the man cannons that can launch you off into the distance. I've had a lot of fun goofing around on this world, as you can tell. And we can see over here the siren heads. Warning, siren head alert. Also, my Freddy Fazbear from that video that I was really excited to make and thought I did an awesome job with and never went anywhere with it. I'm a little disappointed that it never really... This was one where I felt like this is a cool build. People should love it. People should be eating it up. And then nobody ever... the video never got any traction, which I think is a dang shame, but it is what it is. Split gate portals. Got those. Giant hand. Got that. Alien head, for some reason. Or xenomorph. Yeah. This was the stuff from Kingdoms as well. This was from the Schlopschlager game. Bunch of little assets that I had designed in advance. Yeah. Gyarados head, kind of. Started designing a Quidditch minigame. Unfortunately, Elytra just moved too fast. I wish there was sort of like a slower, more maneuverable way of using flying, but it is what it is. Hand coming through a portal. That's also from Cavecraft. Yeah. This is my original take on sort of like a Mesoamerican temple of some kind. Stone structures. Oh, this was from Season 2 or 3. No, this was Season 3. Yeah. For Fox of the Twilight or Silver Fox. I can't remember what it had a number of names over the years. This was also from Season 3. This was sort of my, hey, make a modern style build. I've updated a few of these builds over the years. It's been great. Alright, not going to spoil too much more, but let's go over here and figure out what I need to do to make the wall feel right. So I've got a lot of deep slate, and I've got an easy way of getting a lot of deep slate. I also have an easy way of getting a lot of cobble, and I've been told that I'm going to be making a good trade for a lot of cobble in exchange for an automatic stone smelter that'll just take the cobblestone generated, turn it into regular stone. That'll be huge for me. But in my mind, this build has a lot of tough, which is going to be a pain. It's one of those things. And I think I was mentioning this in the Discord for the server. When you get to a certain point, to a certain scale that you're working with, the most valuable thing that you can have on a server. It's not diamonds, it's not netherite, it's nothing like that. It is bulk resources, and in particular, the bespoke stone styles, I suppose. Because I don't really know a good way of just getting a lot of tuff reliably. I mean, I guess I could go to a trial chamber and just strip it. But I feel like that's not what you're supposed to do with them in a fashion. So let's see what we've got. Let's see what we've got to work with in tuff. So I know I'm gonna, okay, let me just get rid of that. Let's go to tuff. Tuff. What do we got? So I like the chiseled. I absolutely love, what's this chiseled tough bricks. The chiseled tough bricks are a phenomenal block. I absolutely love them. Polished tough brick. This, and I feel like I'm gonna need. Oh man, do I just want regular tough for some of this? I probably do. So what I'm trying to create here, and I'm probably just kind of gonna have to wing part of this. So if I do this, okay. Does this make more sense like this, or do I want to have more of the chiseled tuff? This might be one of those streams where I'm asking a lot of questions of chat, so feel free to chime in the comments. How do we think this looks? Does this look overly busy? This look kind of good? Do I want to go all in? Because what this is kind of going to be, this is going to be at the base level of things, and it's going to kind of create. Okay, it's kind of hard to explain, so I'm just going to keep going here. I think I'm probably going to want, you know, no, tough. Do I just want regular tough here? I definitely do. Okay. So what's going to go on here is I've got to figure out a height that feels right based on the thought in my brain hole. So if I do that, this is, I'm walking by it, this is about the right height for the first part of it. Okay. So maybe I just ditch the idea of bricks in this area. Yeah, getting the angles on this and getting the proportions right for the steps up is going to be the tough part. So what is this? This is 1, 2, 3 and half, kind of. No, that's okay. Grumble, grumble, mutter, mutter, grumble is what I have to say to that. So this is basically 4 from here then. 1. Do I want that? Okay, let's try that. Let's see what this looks like. This is all stuff that is in my head, and I need it to look good out of my head. Now, you know what? I'm already not digging the stairs on that part of it. So if this is a blank panel of the wall, and I'm then using it to maybe pop a design out from there and work it up and maybe into the structure a little bit. This is not the final design. This is just sort of like, is this kind of doing what I want? I don't think it is. It pops a bit. It pops a bit, but the angle's wrong. The angle is very much wrong. So what I need to do... I might have to work with the relief a little bit more. Because this is not working for me. So what I need to do... If I go back here and just dumpster a bunch of this stuff on, and then if I go across with these, I'm not a fan of that. Maybe it's the tough. Maybe I don't go tough. Maybe I go something else. Let me try it on the two-tiered thing, because I think I'm going to get 2 tiers in, and then I'm going to go to the next floor level. Because this is kind of going to determine some of the interior scaling as well. So how does that look? That looks a little iffy, honestly, and that's definitely going to be spawning stuff. So how about I slap down these? Okay, that's kind of what I'm looking for. In just like the vaguest sense. This is not... I'm looking for a slight escalation of things. This is not tall enough. First and foremost, I've not made this tall enough. So let's try again over here. And then let's just do a single vertical slice. Oh. This might change things a little bit. If I do the upside down stairs at the bottom level, so you're walking along at this height. And if we do that, so if we do that, and then slap these alternating. Whoops. Yep. Okay. I have lost a viewer. Sorry, guys. It's tough. Okay, let's get rid of that. And now everybody's gonna leave me. Okay, let's do this. And then let's escalate this from the back. And let's go up 6 this time. 1, 2, 6. Including this bottom one. And that means if I do that down there, I should probably do a variant of it up here that matches up. Oh, that's actually... Do I like that? I kind of like that. It's a little strange with this, but I can do something else with this down here maybe. I mean, that's basic. This is all so basic. But if you don't have the basics down proper, you're going to get eaten alive out there. So let's do this. And I guess it doesn't really matter here. Or this is tough luck. And so then from here, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then that's... Okay, so that's already a bit more what I'm looking for, I think. Okay, I guess I need to... Whoops. Oops. Oops, whoops, as they say. So this is... That's fine. And then if we just slap these across the top, boom, boom, and then the big block of tough. Alright, so that would be one layer of like a 3-layer cake. And then, so let's extrapolate this then. I'm not going to be using tough most likely. It's going to be a good mixture of different stone types. So stone brick, let's say to just approximate this. There it is. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if I go back 9, that kind of gives you a good idea of a good walkway spacing. But I'm dealing with an absolutely massive structure here. And the last thing I want to do is to undersell it. So unfortunately, you know what I think we got to do, guys? I think we've got to go up one more. Per level. I think we're going to do 3 of these sections per level. If I'm doing this, I'm doing it right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a bit excessive, but I think the entire project has gotten a bit excessive. Like, this is all coming from my mind. That is it. That is where it's from. I've done no research. I've done no pre-building that you haven't already seen, really. So that's where we're at with this thing. You can even see where I laid out the staircase to figure out the correct scale of that. Okay, let's pop these down. Boom, boom, boom. Is the issue with the tough? Does stone brick work better? Is this something simply where just the old tried and true makes more sense? Let's see. Because this is going to be happening at quite a large scale. And if I have stone brick that allows me to mix in like mossy and cobble and stuff like that, it doesn't look quite... It's not looking like what I've got in my head anymore. There's something going on here where I need to incorporate more something. More of the gray, more of these blocks. Oh, here's a good start to that. Nope. This is a good start to that. That's better. Okay. There is something fundamental that I'm missing on this. And I'm going to crack it. I'm going to get there. It's got to be something. So this is looking okay. This isn't looking bad. What I really need to figure out is 2 main things. I need to figure out if this is high enough where it does what I want it to do. And that is to feel legitimately massive. So if you're in this first level, what does it look like? That's pretty big. That's pretty big. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11? 11 sounds good. 11 sounds good? That is good. That is very good. Okay. So that's 11. Slap that there, because the pattern is... Okay. Yep. That's the pattern. So this. Cool. And then, how did I alternate this? It's upside down stairs. Got it. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. Because this is all... A lot of what I'm doing right now is just determining scale. There is so much that needs to be done once I've gotten the scale down as far as detailing is concerned. 3, 4, 5... Okay, and that's layer 1, upside down stairs and slabs. Boop, boop, boop. Slab. And of course, like some of these, I'm going to want to do windows for. Yep, that's the sort of commentary that you've tuned into. Okay, so I think this is actually going really well. I want to see what it looks like when it's all the way up. And I don't have world edit, unfortunately. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Whoops. It's technically 6. Alright. World-altering gameplay happening here. So this is, if this is going to be, this is like midway through the second tier of the structure. And you're dealing with full walls that are very much like this, broken up occasionally with pillars and other portions of structure. I'm liking it. I'm thinking that I just need to keep muscling through. So, while I'm muscling through on this, hit me up with a question. Hit me with a discussion topic. Somebody, sound off in the comments. Sound off in the chat. Tell me, ask me about something. Tell me to talk about something. I'm open book for the most part. So, fire away. What do we got? This is what they call a call to action in YouTubing. It's when you ask the audience to do something for you, and in return, they get to hear you ramble. In my case, it's not too different from the usual. Do you need tough? Hi, Spencer. How you doing? I may need a lot of tough eventually. I'm actually thinking that just for practicality's sake, I may wind up adjusting my expectations for this build and lowering the tough requirement, because this is ridiculous. I do not want to have it be all of this be tough. I think that would just be... That'd be way too much. Okay, so that's okay. Yeah, so I could see myself making this more out of tough than anything else. I love the tough blocks so much. That's so cool. But I don't think it's terribly practical. Okay, that's 11. Okay, so if I do that, and if I imagine I'm flying in from the distance, it's looking good so far. All right, that's good. Okay, so I think I might shorten that distance up to 9 instead of 11, just because it's not quite. It's a bit too deep. It's a bit too far set back, I think, even for this giant structure. But it is looking good. I'm glad I've committed to this. So I think I'm going to set it back only by 9 when I actually go to build it. Yeah, this is super basic right now, but I think it's going to come out well once I'm past this concept stage. And once again, it's alternate the two. This one's slabs. Whoops, that one's not slabs. Da-da-da-da-da-da. All right. Layer 3. We're getting there. We are getting... Well, we're getting somewhere. I don't know where that is exactly. Oh, also, by the way, I didn't even mention this before. So we've got this troll right here. Here's the same thing. Scaled up quite a bit. I can see why I never finished this one. Because I made it so that every block was 4 blocks. Wait, no, that would have been... No, every block was... Yeah, no, every block was 4 blocks. I think. Yeah. Because that's a stair right here. No. That would mean that every block was 8 blocks. No. I'm dumb. Today I'm just dumb. I don't know why. It is not a good on my part. Okay. Back to the main thing. I need to cut it out. I need to stop saying okay every time I have something fun to report. Oh, Salty, by the way, I'm supposed to ding you about building an ocean. Or draining an ocean, rather. I've not seen the ocean being drained, so maybe do that? Okay, thanks. I'm giving you a hard time, but yeah, no, I'm excited for that. There is a big project that Salty is going to be working on BunchaSquares this season, and I'm hyped for it, to be honest. I have no idea what it's ultimately going to look like, but that's kind of the fun, is hearing how excited other people are for their way far off projects, and then slowly seeing those projects coming to life. Spencer says, they always say, so, I feel like I'm in the same boat. A lot of the times, I never used to be. I never used to be the sort of person that relied on a verbal crutch like that. But I've found myself umming a lot in recent years, and I don't like it. Where I'm just filling the dead air with a like, so, and it's really obnoxious to me when I hear other people do it, so I can only imagine that it's bothering others when I do it. So, gotta make a conscious effort. Never gonna get that amateur acting career off the ground if I through a line. I'm joking. I don't have any. Yeah, old age brains. All right. Okay. Look, just because I have a kid and am 30, you know, I still play a game for kids. Does that count? Am I a kid? Who am I kidding? Is the real question. Tough nuggets. We are looking at one heck of a structure here. This is very cool. This is very, very cool. It's coming together. I'm feeling it coming together looking at this. So, there are 2 things. I said it again. I said so. Son of a gun. Alright, so what we need to do... I'm done. I'm just done. I need to figure out 2 major things about this. Salty says, he acknowledges the ding. The ocean draining will begin within a month. Okay. Recording and audio issues. Okay. Alright. Okay. Okay. No, I'm excited for that, though. Like, that's going to be very cool. Okay, so here is... I keep doing it. I just keep doing it. Goodness sakes. Oh, for gosh sakes. I should substitute something for just for... Oh, for gosh sakes. And just have that be my thing. I'll just say that. I'll enter my red-green era where... oh, for gosh sakes. That's just what... everything I say now. So if I'm to do this properly, two things that I need to work on. This is not going to be, you know, stretched ad nauseum along the side of my build. This is not just how these walls are going to look. There's going to be detail. There's going to be things spliced in, and variety will be added. Are you guys seeing that? There's like a fleck that shows up in the corner of the screen. Anyways, there will be things added. There will be things changed, and the two main things that I need to work on are the corner of the build and making that look correct, and the pillars. I'm going to have jutting supports of some kind that kind of come out like this, and it's just going to be a little separation between these blank panel areas, or filled in panel areas, depending. Okay. So if I'm getting a sense of scale for this, this looks good. Does it look monumental, though? Do I go... I'm thinking in my brain, which is usually where it happens, but I'm thinking in my brain that what I need to do is actually go up 7 each step. Salty, speak how you are, dude. It's only a crutch if you believe it to be. Okay, as somebody who has done a lot of forensic speaking in high school and made a lot of speeches, it really bothers me to see myself develop those verbal tics. Not just because it makes me sound unprofessional to myself, but because I know that that is something that can lead to a person not being taken seriously by others. Oh, the build is monumental? It's mahoosive? Yeah, it's pretty mahoosive. I agree. But I want it to live up to the expectations in my mind, and that is true for both what I was just talking about and for my build. I want to be able to live up to my own expectations for myself. With how I sound a lot of the times, I know I don't do that. And I'm not working in my career field's professional environment currently, and that, I'm sure, isn't helping develop that skill set, or retain that skill set, rather. Yeah, it's definitely going to come forward. I'm thinking 8 or 9 for the walkway instead of 11. Because this is too wide. I've got too much of a gap here. I like having... Okay. What are we looking at here? This is 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is 7 too much of a cut, or should I go to 8? I don't like having even numbers when it comes to that. I'll be honest, I don't like having even numbers. So I'm not going to do that. It's either going to be 7 or 9. So if I'm backed up to the wall here, it's got to be 9. It's got to be 9. I'm going to have to live with it being 9. I'm imagining it. I'm picturing it in my brain hole. And that doesn't look half bad. Just that little bit of a slide forward for the whole shebang. Yeah. So from here, I think the corner is going to be pretty easy. That's basically going to build itself. The columns, because the columns are kind of going to have to step forward with this, I'm going to have to... Boy, do I just do that live? Do I just sort of say, screw it, I'm going to make that up as I go? I could. Maybe the pillars could be more... Maybe if I did the pillars out of tuff and the walls out of stone, cobblestone, and their mossy variants. Yes. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Tip, stone tip. Wow. Typing. Only done a bit of planning, no creative this time unless I need to work out some redstone. That's fair. You know, I've actually done a lot more creative this season. And you can kind of see, this is a creative world I've had for a long, long time. I have had it going all the way back to Season 2. I believe. I don't think I had it for Season 1, but I definitely had it for Season 2. There's actually a few builds that you can see that made it into Season 2. Specifically, the Smilodon skull here and my Shell Corp sign. Those made it in. As well as the glow effect from my Season 2 Halloween episode. That was very cool. Where was I? I was over here. And of course, obviously, my tutorials for creative builds have happened on this world. Okay, flying in from the side, this looks amazing. This looks great. I think the pillars will add just sort of that nice touch, and that just means the one thing I really have to figure out is the doorway. I don't think I'm going to get to the doorway today. The doorway is going to be a bit of an undertaking. So, I'm going to hold off on that. But, what else am I going to do? I'm going to do something different here. And that is jumping back onto the server. Let's go. Alright. So now we're just going to have to gather materials. Oh, I can't... Yeah, that unintentional mob farm is going to get to me. Oh! I'm getting watched both in-game and on stream. Very cool. I love this view of the build, by the way. I think that looks very good. I just realized I didn't take a snapshot or a picture on my phone or anything of what the build actually looks like that I just made. Okay, do I have the tough? Well, I have some tough. And I also have all these slabs. Let's take a good look from way up in the air at what this all looks like right now. I think this looks ridiculous, and I'm here for it. And now the question becomes, did what I just build Does what I just build live up to the expectations set forth by this? All right. So, yeah, I'm betting that somebody was really expecting a reaction. And I'll be honest, you almost got me. That was very fun. Very much almost got me. And I thought about it for half a second, and I was like, no, there wasn't a creeper. I appreciate that. That was a good one. Okay. Where are we at here? Hello!
Hi.
You almost got me. Very much almost. Was it?
What?
Oh, don't know what I'm talking about. No, I didn't hear an elytra go flying anywhere. Not a possibility. Not at all. No. All right. So, what do I need here? I need.
Just gonna put some shulkers down near you.
Oh, okay. Tough luck. Tough luck. There's the tough. So I'm going to need definitely some stacks of stairs and some stacks of slabs. Definitely at least a few. Chiseled.
Oh, watch out!
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right.
Saved your life.
I am forever in your debt.
Yeah, you might want to have a look in these shulkers.
Oh, okay. All right. This is going to be. I can tell already. This is going to be a grand reveal. So. That is a lot of tough. Oh my goodness. That is a lot of tough. What in the world?
There may be a trial chamber that is completely empty.
What in the world? This is wild.
So yeah, if you need any tough, let me know.
Yeah, I might have to do that. Are you looking for anything in trade currently?
Not at the moment, but
Uh-oh, okay, well.
in debt to me.
Oh, no. Okay, all right. I will have to... Man, I do not have that much tough. I'm not in a position to be bargaining with a build this big. Oh, no. Oh, no. I think you may have found my number. You've dialed in. It's... Bub
I
needs
have a lot more of the bricks as well. There's so many bricks.
Bespoke stones. Yep, the bespoke stones have been supplied. This is genuinely
I was
crazy.
Of selling them, but
yeah,
I thought no, I'll just keep them.
Yeah, I'll just sit on this for a little while. Yeah, that is genuinely crazy.
So, yeah, take what you need.
Okay. Oh boy.
If you need more bricks, I have, like I say, I have more bricks.
I
just didn't have the inventory space.
The bricks. I'm thinking... So, you know how I was saying, if I made sort of the pillars in between the panels out of this primarily, that would actually look pretty schwanky. I like.
Sorry, I can't cope with it.
I am about to hear the sounds of things being lit up. All right. Well, that is I'm likely to go Yeah, I'm likely to go into debt. I'm likely to go wildly into debt. Oh no. So now I need to decide exactly what and where I want this to start. Oh, hold on. So if I do this properly, I'm trying to remember, where did I have this set up to start? Now that doesn't sound like it sounds like a dumb question, but if I just launch into this, do I want to clear this row out? I think I do. I think that's how I designed it, and then having everything start one layer back. Okay, let's see. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so it's 15 across from here to here, not including this block. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Son of a gun. But I kind of need to on this side, so I think it might just be 16 wide. Oh, okay, so if I'm taking into account the outside, then it's 17. So that'll do. That'll do then. Okay. All right, so I do need to do that first, I suppose. I guess. And I just took all of that out of my inventory, didn't I? Get back in there. Get back in there. Okay. Do this. Because I'm going to need... What did I have here? Where did I have it? Where did it come from and where did it go? Get out of my... Get in here, pork chop. Nope. Don't have the space. Okay, so it was this, it was then this, it was mossy, then cobble, then other cobble, and then stone brick slabs at the bottom. And there we go. So I think that might be able to do the entire strip, because I do need to do that first. Well then. Oh, alright. Spencer, protect me. I'm going to go AFK for just a moment. I'd better be alive when I come back. I've got a phone call to answer. Yellow? Alrighty, I am back. That was hardly even an AFK. And somehow I survived. Haha. So, that was Mrs. Bubfish with an update. Her and baby Bubfish are off on a merry adventure in the southern part of Ohio right now. So that's kind of fun. And that is why I have so much time to stream today. Huzzah. Okay, so now that I've got that part done, I'm going to do this part. I'm going to finish up this walkway. And then, yay for adventure, yeah. Baby Bubfish off on a merry escapade, as you do. Baby Bubfish already has, without knowing it, Baby Bubfish, he already has his own Minecraft account. I have a secondary. Originally, I just got it as like a cam account for being on servers and such, but I never use it for that. I'd rather, you know, turn it over at a certain point when he's able to, so that'll be cool. And with that out of the way here, now I just need to go down the line. Whoops. And with that, yep. And replace this with a corresponding kind of stone. Yep, that'll be exciting eventually. That's one thing. I'm very much not the sort of person who I don't want my kid on a cell phone right away or anything like that. But one thing I do want for him is to be able to play Minecraft with his old man. You know, it's sort of like I feel like that's gonna be big for me at least. Maybe it'll be big for him. I hope so. I hope he enjoys it, but it's, you know, father-son bonding time. Let's go kill a creeper, you know. let's go build a house. Rather, let's go build a house. That's more heckin' wholesome. Okay, we are nearing the midway point. That's good. A lot of stone brick right here. Let's take care of that. I don't want it to all be stone brick in the middle here. It's got to have a little bit broken up cobble. Ow. My ankles. And then that means cobble, 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 cobble. And first half, on to the second half. Oh, I'm seeing a notification. Nope, that is a different channel's video popping up. Bummer sauce. Okay. Let's go ahead and just do these two. Actually, yeah, let's just go ahead and go most of the way with that. Boom. It's kind of weird. What I've done with all these stone types for this porch area and for the stairs, it's not really a gradient. It's just because it doesn't quite flow together seamlessly. It just looks right for me, anyways. I feel like it did what I wanted it to do. Oh, that's really... I didn't realize I'd condensed things down that much. Interesting. Okay. Get that there. Once again, let's do that. Boom. Cobble. Mossy cobble. All right. We are almost in the home stretch, at which point the gloves come off, the build starts, and we all get to see if I've figured out the scale properly just kind of by eyeballing it. I don't know if I have. And the final block. Boom. Alrighty. I'm loving this. This looks so good. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and leave this kind of as is. I just need to slap down a little bit of stone on this corner so I remember that I've done this properly and that I don't accidentally go resizing it again later. Because I could see that being a thing that I would do. Alright, and from here, I need to cross all the way to the other side. Alright. Just had to double check, make sure my stream was running, and I just realized that I accidentally paused it. That's good. At least on my screen. I'm sure everybody else was fine. Alright. This is going to be quite the adventure. I'm glad people are showing up for it, even if it's just a few of you. You are very welcome. Thank you for coming. You are all awesome. Uh-oh. And I am out of stone. I'm out of stone. That tells you something. That was over 2 stacks of stone right there. Okay. Ow. I just love how absurdly large this is. I mean, it doesn't necessarily feel like it when you're just stood on top looking at it, but it really is. I don't know what persuaded me, other than just, I had a dream. I looked at it, I said, hey, I know what I want to build. Something that's going to take way too much time. And is going to be far too involved. But for a long time, this will likely be my magnum opus for Minecraft for quite some time. When I finally do complete it, I think this will probably be... This may just wind up being the biggest build I ever seriously attempt. It's just so massive. And I'm going to have a whole lot of moving parts on the inside, too. Like, once the shell is built... Because really, all of the outside stuff is just a shell. And I'm hoping that the interior lives up to it, to some degree. And that'll probably be quite a lot more time spent doing that. I'm having some... half and half iced tea and lemonade. That's not bad. Okay, so now that I'm here, things are gonna get weird. I need to get the measurements from one side to the other so I can properly space this out. No, actually, I need it from one side to the middle. Why? So let's just see where the middle is, I suppose. Am I lined up perfectly already? I think I am. Alright, so let's just follow this back. A center line, kind of. Oh, son of a gun. My bed is one off from the center line. Okay. I will have to correct that real quick. Oh, look at that sunset. Moonset. Moonrise. Something. Sunrise. There we go. Don't I have a center line? I guess I do, more or less, with these bricks that I have kind of lining it up. Hold on, I'm getting a text. I'm getting a message. Somebody's asking if the stream is happening today. Cool. Alright. Now I have a center line. Now I know where I need to go. Now I'm all lined up with my beacon. That'll have to get dealt with eventually. But it'll be all good. Okay, so now I just need to decide how big do I want the main door of this thing to be? And I'm picturing more or less kind of a basic arch. And it needs to be fairly large because it's going to be... I want it to look proportional to that first section of the build. And it's kind of going to be jutting out from the front. So the sides are going to have to be... I'm overthinking this quite a bit. Let's just go into... You guessed it. My creative testing world. Let's see what looks good here. So if we start at this size, let's go ahead and grab some gold. Gold is kind of the gold standard for me when it comes to building a rough outline of something. Okay, so this door is going to want to come up probably to about this height. And if I want it to feel correct, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Let's go 13 wide in the gap. I mean, this is too basic even for me, but I'm just trying to get an idea. Okay, what do we got here? Oh, another message. All right, we have a new viewer, potentially. So I'm told. Welcome, welcome. And then that means that this center part is only 5 across. Okay, that's too wide. That's actually too wide. I think what we're going to need to do, this goes down to 3. So then, once again, we're shrinking it from that starting point to here. That's better. And how does that look in line with the rest? It looks ridiculous. That looks ridiculous. No. Why? Does it need to come up higher, do we think? What do people think? Do people, anybody have any thoughts on that? 1, 2, 3. Let's go up 3 more. Suddenly it doesn't look so bad. As absurd as that sounds, I think that looks much better. Just from that minor shift upwards. Once again, this is all a rough draft. This can all change. But 3 more blocks up. 3 more blocks up has 100% made the difference in the scale here. But the door frame is going to have space into itself. And I'm not sure how I want the panels behind it to look. So I had it as 11 before 13 at the edges. This is probably going to go something like this, and I can work with that. And just picture these pillars kind of arching up and over, and that actually is, it's actually good that I moved this up so it might actually kind of coincide with this center area. I might even be able to have a viewing platform stood out over the entryway. That would look pretty good, and it's kind of what I had in mind, so, you know, I'll take it. That looks pretty good. Still, maybe a little thin. Maybe even looks a little thin. Let me see if I can do something about that. Hold on just a moment. Somebody's asking about a setting for this. Oh, I think it should be good. I think that's working. Okay, does this look thin? That's the question of the minute. I don't know. Do I poke this out and try and loop it up and around? Do I round the top? Because then this would come over to there. Yeah, okay, that's a good point. Let's zoom this way out. Whoops. Zoom this way out. I feel it almost needs to be 3. Once again, this is all rough draft. But I think what almost needs to happen is these pillars and these pillars need to be on parity with one another, so that needs to be 3. And then this would need to be 3 as well. That looks good. That looks very good. I think we're on to something here. Yeah, a thick border for the arch. Yeah, a little bit thicker. A little bit thicker than what I had. I think this looks good. I don't know if I was really planning on curving the sort of frame on this. So, I don't know. We'll have to see. Man, we are up to 5 people watching. I'm... Welcome. Let's actually get back to the actual world here and kind of get this figured out. Oh, let me see here. I'm getting text requests. Shout out to Kellen. Glad to have you watching. And shout out to graham crackers. Very tasty treat. Okay, so what did... I forgot my measurements already for this. Was it 13 from side to side, including the middle? Or what did I do? This is the world, by the way. This is the big world for those new watching the stream. And this is what I'm working on. Very big project. Let's go back to the creative world for just a moment so I can actually process what I'm looking at. Creative testing. Let's see. So this was 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, so it's 11. So in the middle it's 11, and then 5 to each side. So it's 21 across. So it's 11 in the middle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's technically that, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 5, 5. Doorway there. Oh, that looks small-ish. I'm not sure about this. Well, that's awesome. Glad to hear that. Man, it's so weird. I'm getting texts from people I know watching the stream and asking for shoutouts. I don't think that they're able to access the live chat for some reason, or maybe they're having some issues. Maybe it's on a phone or something. I don't know, but for whatever the reason, that's fun. So I don't know. Does that look? That looks like it's almost way too small. It's a tall door, not a wide door. Okay, let me space this out. So this is 1, 2, 3, and then there's that. 1, 2, 3, and then there's that. Let me clean this out of the middle, so we can kind of get a sense of the pillars being there. So my initial thought was I don't want the door to get too wide because then I don't want the arch to look goofy. But I don't want it to be too small either. I think this is right, though. I think this is probably right. Alright, stay in school, kids. People are texting me in the middle of class. Goodness sakes. Alright. Yeah, I think I'm good with this. I'm good with this. This looks good. I'm happy with it. And now, that means that I have to calculate how wide the remaining space is. And that is going to be a very different experience. Because now I'll have to figure out... So it's 5 wide pillars. How tall is the door? Okay, the height of the door isn't super relevant now, but I think it wound up being like 18 or so. No, it wouldn't have been 18. It'd have been something like that. Maybe a little bit less than 18. 18 to 20, I guess, maybe. I don't know. I'm not gonna jump back and forth for that right now because I need to calculate from this point to the end point. And what are we at? And I'm just going to count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. Man, this is strenuous. And I'm sure you guys all tuned in to watch me count. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. And I know I could just calculate this, but, you know, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75. 75 per side. Okay. So the one thing I do know... Oh no! Oh no! I'm gonna have to watch this back real quick. Did I count the last? Hold on. 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75. 74. 74. That's why I put this angle here. 74. So I'm working with 74 per side. That is not bad, but it's really going to be interesting dividing this out. So the first thing that's going to go away is I'm sure there's going to be a column on the corners. So it immediately brings us down to 69. Nice. I had to. It's kind of required. So I have to find a way to evenly divide the 69 blocks so I get a couple of 5 wide pillars. At least a couple of 5 wide pillars. So what's... That's not going to get me... I'm not going to get this very even. I've been bonked. Salty's bonked me. What I might wind up doing is just figuring out a nice spacing, and then whatever distance winds up here will be fine, because the doorway is kind of going to be operating in the middle of that. I think that'll probably be good. I have been bonked. 2, 3, there we go. Alright, so what do we think looks like a good spacing? 9? Is 9 a good spacing? Let's see. then a pillar there. Nope. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yep. 13. 13 is a good spacing. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13. Oh, this is interesting. Hold on. Am I going to get way too close? Wall section is 9, and the towers are 5. 14. It says 5 pillars per side. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, you know, no, I don't like it. I don't like it. What have I done? Maybe I do an even length here. Because if I do it that way... Do I shrink it down to 12? Does that change it enough? I think it might... Whoops. Ow. Welcome to, the Bub Counts streaming 3.8. Okay. So I'm gonna see about 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I am not ignoring the math in the chat. I'm just, I guess I've just got to see it visually. 9, 10, 11, 12 walk to really get a grasp of it here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's perfect. That's legitimately perfect. Because then you'll have a pillar, the archway, and then another pillar. That'll give it sort of a nice dynamic opening area here. So 12 is the spacing. Oh wait, so this is, yeah, wait. Yep, nope, this is pillar, that, and then another pillar on this side. 1, 2, 3. Whoops. Boink. Don't want to screw it up already. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3. There. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Bonk. Okay, let's see. Is my stream just taking a while to catch up? I think it is. And I'm out of stone. Oh, it's Sammy. So excited that I think I did I click a 0 or is that a capital O? I don't know off the top of my head. I never have the blocks that I need right where I need them when I need them. Somebody grew an extra arm. Not me. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna... I don't think I'd want to do it perfectly spaced out with the door and everything. I think it's going to look really good this way, and it also will still kind of retain... Wait, is this the 12 block gap? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. I only needed one more block. Of course. Alright, so we have the spacing now. Oh, everybody. Everybody. This is huge. This is a huge step that's coming next year. Oh, okay. Alright, I need to go and clear my inventory of a bit of this stuff. And then I might need to... Oh, okay, where's... Boy, I keep... Just get rid of it. Get it out of here. I don't want this. No, thank you. No. Although I probably will need this. Okay. So I'm going to need this and this for sure. These. What did I do? I did it stairs? Did I do stairs? Did I do stairs? Was that what I... Did I do polished tough stairs? Uh-oh. Hold on. Let me check. I think it was stairs. I think it was stairs. It was upside down stairs. And then this is up for debate. The tough in the middle. That may get changed. I think, in fact, it probably will be. Okay. And that'll give it a little bit more contrast, I think. Okay. We are going to just go for it and get this bottom wall section. Oh, it's evenly spaced now. Oh, why? I've done that to myself, actually. Poop and butts. What do we got? I think I need to... Do I need to respace these again? Because what I'm gonna do... Okay, so what's gotta happen is this... And that will drive me insane. The entire thing is odd? Yeah. You're not wrong. Well, let's try this, I guess. I really feel like I'm gonna regret this for some reason. This is... No! No! Something's off. Something's wrong. I don't like this all of a sudden. Do I have the ones in the middle line up together or match up together? And do it something like... Okay, yep, I can work with that. That works good. I like that. I like that. So it'll be the ones on the outside edge that are the other ones. Cool. This works out. Now I'm looking at this. Do I want the polished tough or do I want the bricks? I think I might want half and half, right? Maybe? Wait, do I have bricks? Tough brick slab. Oh, I love it. That looks good. That looks really, really good. Boom. So if I do that, and then I had it before where the how to put the do that, or do I do this? Okay. Oh, I did not mean to fall off of that. Well, that's just butt cheeks. That's just butt cheeks. I guess if I built the whole thing at a different orientation, so it wasn't butt cheeks, but it's butt cheeks. What if I put two of them? Now that's nice. That's not bad. But I'm not... Do I want to do the polished? Strangely enough, it kind of feels like the polished tuff is less polished than this stuff. Than the bricks. It looks kind of murky almost, and less smooth. Because if I commit to the bricks... Let me commit to the bricks for just a second here. I might commit to the bricks. Which is going to make texture variation really odd. Maybe. Let's try it. Whoops. Tough brick stairs. Tough bricks. And I need cobblestone. Ow. Alright. So if I get the cobble, I might just ditch the polished. Which is wild. I wasn't expecting to ditch the polished, of all things. But let's get that cobble in there. And I think... Sometimes it floors me that I've built this in survival, rather. That I haven't built it in creative. It definitely looks like something that would be a creative build. Even now. So, oh, hey, we've got new people watching. Hello, new people who are watching. Does this look good? It's too dark out for me to tell. Nailed it. You know, I kind of like it over the smooth, I'm going to be honest, or the polished. Yeah. Yep, I'm committing to the bricking. And there we are. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So if I just do that, Now, in the back of my mind, how did I have the sides worked out for this build? Because I seem to recall that I had, like, part of the sides were flat-ish? Maybe? No, it's just that there's not the walkway, there's not the gap on the upper floors, so it's going to be a bit more vertical on the sides. Got it. Okay. Iced tea time. Okay. Now what I'm probably going to need more of is moss for the cobblestone and all this other stuff. But I'm not going to get too far ahead of myself. I haven't even built this yet. So, boom, 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 boom. All right. Boom. Get brickin' fish lick. Yeah, you know. Get brickin' fish licking. That is, I 100% dislike that, but it still made me laugh, so I guess I liked it. Hey, get brickin'. Watch your fish licking. How's about fish licking up? I don't even know. I don't know where to go with this where it's not just completely dumb. Alright, next one. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. Yeah, this is going to be quite the undertaking, I believe. But the good news is I've got villagers. I got my spawning platform functioning, guys. Totally meant to have that happen. You know, it's funny. Like, over the last few days, when I've been on in my spare time, I have been seeing 3 or 4 times where they'll just appear and they'll immediately go to that corner. Every time. I don't know why, but, you know, I'm fine with it. Actually, you know what? While I'm doing this, since we don't get the bad omen effect directly anymore, get you out of here. Oh, there we go. Bad omen potion. Sweet. Oh, okay, so this is weird. This is going to be interesting, because this means that right here is going to be just the one. That works for me. That does a thing. You know, it's funny, I'm not even committing to it because Spencer brought me all of that excellent brick. It just happened, you know? I was just building, and it's like, oh yeah, this looks good too. This looks better. Pop that behind there. For structure. Do I even need the ominous banner? I've got like 8 million ominous banners. Here, pick up the banner, dude. Ah. Huh. Oh, it's a bottom slab. No matter what I would have done, I would have been hosed. Oh, well. There we go. All right. What's the topic of discussion today, everybody? Anything fun? Anything exciting? Anything... We could talk about movies. I think I've done that in the past. I don't watch enough of them for me to really say much about them other than what I'm hearing, secondhand from people. So I don't know if I'm not exactly an authority. But I'm on the internet. I'm fully within my rights to spout, whatever I want about things that I know nothing about. That's how that works, right? And a 1, and a 2, and a 1, 2. Someone needs to watch more movies. Well, it's not me. I'm not a movie person. I don't go to movies. My opinion is firmly that movies have already peaked. I don't know what movie it would have to be to make me change my mind about that. Well, it's not that I can't enjoy it if it's not, the best thing ever. I'm fully capable of enjoying, a popcorn movie. But I have no time to go out to see a movie, and I very rarely anymore have the inclination to take that time out of my day when I could be doing something like this. You watch at least one. Okay, what are the last 3 movies you've seen? Because I'm just curious. Like, are you watching older stuff? Are you watching newer stuff? What stuff is stuff that ye be enjoying? I just should have started with, what's the last movie? Now it's sort of like, it's going to be messaging for quite a while. Whoops. Friday the 13th, part 5. They have a part 5 and a part 6 now, huh? The Wild Robot. Okay. How is the Wild Robot? I've heard good things, but I'm extraordinarily wary of any story I feel that all in the last 3 days. Nice. But yeah, no, how was the Wild Robot? It's so good. Okay, all right. Not having the time is just not having the time. Whether or not movies have peaked is not a question to even ask, since aren't can't ever peak. Okay, so art can peak for a person's preferences, I think. Subjectively, art can peak. Objectively, you're right, absolutely. Like, there isn't an objective point at which art has peaked, but there is a certain point where, the best movie you will ever see has happened, and you won't ever reach that high again. Wild Robot. Okay, so we've got 2 for the Wild Robot, and I'm assuming, did it get as solid of a review from Salty as it did from Spencer? Is the real question. I'm looking away from my microphone. Uh-oh. Spencer's dipping. All right, go ahead and eat. Have a food. Enjoy your day. Be sure to drop on by. Oh, there's Sammy. Sammy's still here. oh, it's all coming together. So it's fantastic as far as movies go. So that's good. I saw, I think, the original teaser trailer for The Wild Robot. What feels like ages ago. Short film, it's feature length. Okay, you know what? I'm all for the short film feel kind of expand, and that's kind of what it felt like to me. You know what? Now that you mention that, the trailer definitely gave off the vibe of this is a short film premise. And the first trailer I think I saw I was kind of unclear as to where it was going or how it could go the distance with that premise. And well, okay, with the little that I understood of the premise, is it literally a robot rewriting his programming to live in the wild, or is it, you know, becoming one with nature? Is this the sort of thing where it's like pro robot, pro AI propaganda, where things learn and it's the humans that are the bad thing the whole time, or is there something more to it? Is there like, I don't know where to go with it. I'll be honest. I haven't heard practically anything about, you know, what the plot was, because originally it was the stuff that I'd seen was, you know, a robot walking through the woods and befriending a bird and then befriending a fox or something, and them just kind of vibing. And then I think I saw something where it's like they're, you know, there's like drones attacking them and they're fighting back, and it's just like, is this the same movie, or is this a real thing, or am I thinking of something else entirely? And I honestly don't know. Okay, I've reached that point in this part of the build where I'm jumping back and forth off of what I've built. Has an element of that, but it's more about making connections and being an adult. Fumbling through things. Okay. That's good. You guys have been watching my stream, so you know that I'm an adult fumbling through things. So maybe it'll resonate. Oh, okay. I did not realize it was based on a book. Interesting. Complete tangent from that. They're doing a live action How to Train Your Dragon, right? And I, for one, think it would be absolutely hilarious if everybody showed up in the theater and was ready for a live action adaptation of the How to Train Your Dragon movie, and they instead get a live action adaptation of the actual How to Train Your Dragon book. Which I think is, if anybody's ever read the originals, those books are something else, and they're definitely something else compared to the movie. Which I'm not saying, it's not bad. It's not a bad thing. The movie How to Train Your Dragon is probably one of my all-time favorites, hands down. But there is quite a difference between the book and the movie versions of that particular property. I am distracted by mossy cobble. We need them to stay animated. It was so much better animated. Yeah, I'm very much in that camp. I genuinely despise the whole, we need a live action version of the same thing. I don't need a live action version of the same thing. I just want to enjoy what we've got. Sometimes that's fine to just have what we have and be happy with that, and to move on. Like the first How to Train Your Dragon movie is one of my favorite animated films ever made. Just flat out. Cards on the table. I'm very prejudiced on this. 2 and 3 I'm not as big a fan of. I have my issues with them. But I don't feel as much as I love it. I don't feel like it screams out the need for, oh hey, I need this, but a second time and also, live action. Don't need that. All right. So there's this. So what I'm going to do here is have generally a little bit more cobblestone than anything else to start. Shrek, How to Train Your Dragon, and Kung Fu Panda are all the jewels. Boy, they've really tarnished their jewels lately, haven't they? I mean, there's going to be another Shrek movie. There's going to be... they just did another Kung Fu Panda movie that I understand did not exactly take off as they hoped. They're going to do the live-action How to Train Your Dragon despite us not needing or really wanting it. Where are they going with this, Like I said, I know very little about this aside from just cultural osmosis, I suppose. Live action honestly sucks. I'd much rather animated than live action for basically everything. Okay, boy. I think... I'm not sure how I think about that, Salty. I need to think about how I think about that. I definitely think that there is a place for good actors to shine through far more, in live action than in animation. Certain actors for sure. That is interesting. I don't know about that. Yeah, DreamsWorks isn't doing the best choices at the moment, but if they segue to more original animated projects, yeah. Once again, I want to see Puss in Boots, the Last Wish. I have not yet because I don't watch a lot of movies. But yeah, no, that seems like everybody really enjoyed that one. So they can turn it around. Okay. Now I've got to ask this, and I'll just kind of bookmark this and put it in the back of my mind for 2 months down the road or whenever. Is The Wild Robot a movie that's screaming out for a sequel? It's speaking to me, guys. It's speaking to me. Part of this build is wanting to kind of feel like there's that little bit of sort of a retro streak to it. Okay, I need to... That mossy cobble's coming through much stronger than I thought it would from that distance. So I think I need to... double down on some of it. Hello? Okay. Alright, testing. Can people hear me? I just had everything just flickered on me power-wise, so I'm lucky that I got to reconnect. Hello? Anybody hear me? Hello? Okay. And I've completely lost where we were. I need to jump off and get onto the single-player world real quick. Because I need to remember how tall I made this. So starting at the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I'm actually there. I'm already there. Cool. Whoops. Whoops, oops, whoops, oops, whoops. Okay. Can people hear me? Testing, testing. All right. Let me see. Oh, okay. Stream's back. Died for me for a second. Yeah. Yep. Everything flickered for a minute on my side, and I lost internet, and it almost kicked me out of everything. But luckily, I was able to reconnect pretty quickly. So I am of the herd. Okay. So let's see. And immediately, I've got to go back to the other world because once again, I really should just take pictures. You know, it'll last longer than my poor funky memory. Well, since I'm doing this all out of brick now, that makes this easy. Slabs, and then yeah. Okay, all right. So that's gonna be okay. So slab stair, and then on top, same thing, also alternating. Not that, this. Slab, stair. Back to the future. Yeah, so what I think I was kind of talking about this, is I want this build to be something that invokes a sense of nostalgia, even though it's not anything in particular from old Minecraft, I guess. It's just kind of feel old, I guess. The Wild Robot doesn't need a sequel, but it's plot-wise open for one. I don't think it would be advantageous to do as a movie, maybe a short series or something. Okay. So, the only reason I say that is I look forward to the announcement in a few months that that's going to be their next big franchise, and that they're going to churn out at least 2 more of them. It's one of those things. I feel like there's a certain amount of the artistry that's missing from modern movies, says the man who never goes to movies. There's definitely a feeling, at least to me, as somebody who just looking for outside looking in, the industry has become so enamored with sequelitis that it doesn't seem very sure of where it's going itself. When it isn't just going into, Toy Story 8, That's my 2 cents. Old man shakes stick at media. Okay, that is solid. I think that looks much, much better with the brick, actually. I was uncertain how that would play out, but I feel that is a very good move. Brick. Do that. Do this. Okay, so this will be 1, 2, 3, 4. You need to actually dig around and search for some unique gems. Yeah, that's true. Is this taller than I thought I made it? Did I make this too tall? I feel like I made this too tall. Guys. If I genuinely made this too tall, I'm going to be very amused, actually. I think it'll be funny if I've accidentally built this too tall, or that too tall. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Son of a gun, did I? Did I build... I think I built this too tall. How? How did I do that? And why does it look better? No, I'm making more work for myself. I'm making more work for myself and using more resources than I need to use. And I'm throwing off all of my future measurements, and it looks really good. Okay. Let me think about this for a second. Because this is... including the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. This is what it should be. To achieve the effect that I was looking at in the creative testing world. But this looks better! Does this look better? Am I going crazy? Would this just not be enough space to do what I want to do with it? Do I do 7 on the bottom and then 6 for each layer on the top 2 layers? Let me double check. Did I completely make this up in my mind? It's possible. Does it only look better because of the lip? Possibly. Possibly. Okay. I need to look at this because this is actually how wide the panels are going to be. When I first did it, I wasn't looking at the size of the panels. I was just looking at sort of a cross section of it. Oh, 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 oh. Okay, I'm thinking that... Alright, easy way of solving this. Let's... Ow. Let's completely miss where we were going to land. That'll do it. That'll teach him. Alright. So let's put this together like I was going to leave it. So assuming that this is what it looks like from the ground. Well, okay, well, I mean, not quite. Dang it, I need to go sleep. Whoops, ow. Whoops, ow. Once again, whoops, ow. Alright, so I've been streaming for about 2.5 hours. That's some good progress so far. I think I do go up one more level for the bottom level here, at least. I don't think I'm doing too much negatively to myself here if I do that. Even if it's just on the bottom layer, which I think it probably will be, and then I'll move to 6 on the layers above unless it looks really, really good. As well. I think it actively does just look better with that little bit of extra space, given how long the panels are. Yeah. Yep. Did not really mean to fall down from it, but... Alright. Smooth as butter. It's probably going up here. Dun 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 dun. At some point here, I probably will want to stop and get myself some lunch. But it is not yet. Oh, excuse me. Oh. Very good, very good, very good, very good. Okay, so this is the first 2 panels done. And then from here, it's just going to be going upwards, faster and faster and faster. Very cool. Very, very cool. And I'm running out of cobblestone, which is a joke because I have so much cobblestone. So the question kind of becomes, do the things on the side in the corner actually work the way I want them to? Yes. Okay, I'm going to go and get so much more cobblestone. By so much more, I mean a little more. Let's not go crazy. I do need a bunch of cobble to trade with Falchion when he gets on. Yeah. So I think I'm actually, this one I'm going to do a little bit more with. And then I'll probably have been streaming for a couple of hours at that point. I might go and eat a food at that point. looks good. Do I want to have a little bit of moss coming off of that and going up? Sure. One, two, three. So this is where we're at with 3. Just the cobblestone is actually a phenomenal... I feel like this is my statement to the world that cobblestone is kind of underrated as a building material. You know, I feel like a lot of people discount it because it's cheap and plentiful. And because a lot of people just don't use it anymore. Which, to be fair... If you want to have it stand out, you're going to want to use something different. Something newer, I suppose. But for me, I'm loving it. Who underrated cobblestone? I don't know. I feel like I don't see a lot of people just using this palette. Like, ignore the tough, but just this palette is such a strange thing to see on what I would describe as a modern Minecraft build. Or at least different. I have to say, Salty said, "Who underrated cobblestone?" Like he was gonna go off on him. Oh, hold on, I am getting another call. I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. I'm back. That went from being a taking a call to dealing with a dog barfing. So, not ideal. How are y'all, chat? Says Salty. And no one responded. Thank you, thank you. Welcome back to me. Welcome back to me, I say. I was down there to get the tough bricks, wasn't I? Why? Why, oh why must the bubfish be this way? Tough brick stairs. Why do I... Wait, there it is. Tough brick stairs. Aha. Oh, beautiful landing. Beautiful landing. Oh, it's okay. It was just sort of like, I think he might have just ate something too fast or something like that. He's fine now. Just gross. Fine, but gross. There's this. Bump, 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 and then this. And I needed to get the slabs as well. So, you know, back down the mountain. I'm trying to avoid going into debt right now. It'll happen. I know it will. Uh-oh. Oh, I think I'm actually out of... I'm not out of tough, but I'm out of any on me right now, so... yeah. And then... slabbage. Cool. Back, up, down, and around. Ow. So that means slab. Whoops. Whoops, oops, whoops. Oopsie, whoopsie. La la la, la la la. Okay, so that's this first layer of this first layer. Which hand of the witch hand? Don't know why I said that. I'm just thinking about smiling friends, I guess. Okay. Cobblestone. Just cobble that stone all day long. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. Make it just too high. That's fine. And there. And then cobble it up. Cobbled together. Uh-oh, wait, no, I actually need to keep track of where I am if I'm going further up. 1, 2, 3. And I said I'm doing 6, right? I said I'm doing 6 from this point on. And that's 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. Okay. What did I do here? I just did these two. Yep, that's fine. Do this, that, maybe that. Yeah, just surround that. That works for me. Do I do this bit? I think I do. I think I do. I think that works. I think that looks decent. Oh man, guys, I think I'm having a crisis of faith in these 6 tall segments. Because I'm over here. I'm looking at it. I really shouldn't go any taller because I think if I go much taller... No. Okay, so I'm committed to the 7 on the bottom, 6 on top, and then 6 all the way back up. I think it's just a perspective thing that's making me oh so questioning of that. And then, of course, man, I'm going to go through so many bricks. I'm going to go through so many bricks. Okay, so that's tier 2. I'm going to go up one more tier, and then that's the bottom of the first tier of the 3-tiered... Oh my goodness. It's nine sections of this. Is that going to make it too tall for what I want it to look like? Yeah, this is kind of why I build on the fly, is because I always wind up changing... Nope. That's going to be... That might be the bare minimum. Shoot, okay. That might be the bare minimum. 6 might be too short. I'm going to just keep telling myself that. Okay. So if I do this... There... Then that's just weird. That's just weird. I need more stone bricks before I commit myself to this. I really should just like move the stone brick portions or the stone portions of my storage outside. Because I'm going to be using a lot of them. And maybe I actually do move this back, because once I get to scale, it might look way better to push it back. What am I saying? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool. Nine layers of all 7 tall is 63 blocks tall. 63 blocks tall. "63 blocks tall," you say? Nine layers, 7, so... Six times 9, okay. Yep. Half the width you currently have in front. Okay, so yeah, it does need to be... It does need to... Okay, I need to stop second guessing this. It just needs it to be 6. Otherwise, I think I'm going to get taller than I want to be. And that's the real thing that I'm afraid of right now, is accidentally just going too tall and then not having it look proper from side to side. Which absolutely could happen at the rate that I'm going. Okay, and then that means slab, stair, slab, stair, slab, stair, stair, slab, stair, slab, stair, slab. Yeah, if I go too high with it, like, it's going to throw my perspective of it all out of whack. Whoops. And I don't want to do that to myself on this yet, because if I'm at the point where it's like, if I botch the scale of this, there's not a whole lot of walking it back easily. I don't know how to feel about this. Something's... Okay. Gotta go up here again and look. No. No, 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 no. Something's off. Something's way off here. Something's way off base, and it's too short. It is legitimately too short. Okay. Do I need to go up into it? I'm doing it. I've got to do it. Like I keep waffling back and forth, but the truth of the matter is these need to be 7 high. They just do. Oh, bye, Sammy. Alright, so this is going to be... I haven't made a lot of work for myself yet, thankfully, with this. It's not going to be too bad. So that's good. Let's collect this up, and let's see what else dropped down here. Just cobble? Okay. Yeah, they legitimately need to be taller than this. And I hope that it only needs to be 1 taller on each layer to pull off the desired effect, because in the back of my mind, I might have to make this bottom layer 4 high, and then the other 2 are just 3 high, or 3 tiers high. And that is a whole lot of extra materials. Welcome back, Sammy. I laugh, but... Okay. And then I think I dumpstered some stuff off the side here. Nabbed it. Okay. And she's gone again. I'm gonna run out of firework rockets here soon. Perfect. How did I land that? I was like under here. That's cool. Okay, so I do need to go up. This way. Come on. I know I'm wasting a rocket to get that piece, but worth it. Smack. Wait. There we are. Okay. I need to move this out of the way, do this, and welcome Sammy back. Warner Brothers. Okay. That doesn't seem ideal. That seems like that's not an efficient way of collecting. You don't get heads for that though, do you? There's no way, right? That's amazing. Trapped. Oh no. Sammy has trapped herself in her own escape room. That's amazing. I look forward to this. This is gonna be difficult, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I need to go up 2 more layers with the next one up. And then I need to get some more firework rockets. Okay. There's that. Let's go ahead and do... Then... Well, there's no point in me doing that there because that'll be in the way. I'll just do this here, and then just fill in the rest with cobble. Got up to 6 viewers for a minute there. Don't know how that happened. Alright, so if I do this proper, and then, oh, not that one, this one. Okay, so if this is the first layer, something about that just works better for me. This looks good. Ultimately, there may be like designs or styles on the side here, but I don't want it to look too busy. And I think it's already got a pretty good lineup going on here. I need to replace something to make this stand out differently. There. That's a bit better. Yeah, that looks much better. It's a small thing, but it's much better. Alright, so we were talking about it was going to be 9 blocks. 9 or 7 did we decide? Well, looking at this thing in situ, where it's sitting, I think I need to go back further than that. So let's see. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is what it was before, but this up here, this is 15 across, Or 16 across, 17 if you include the outer rim. And I keep coming back to it from this one angle because this is the angle that in my mind I'm seeing it from. More or less. Okay. That's not bad. I think what I might do... Do I go back to 11? Or do I keep it at 9? You know what? I think I might actually keep it at 9. Because if I look at it from way up above... If I look at it from way off in the side here... I feel like maybe I do bring it out to 11. I think my cobblestone budget can handle that. And then, from here... Well, that didn't even make it all the way, did it? I'm out of cobblestone! Son of a gun! Son of a six-shooter. Yeehaw! Yeah, cobble is king. And I'm the court jester. Blah. I just need to empty some of the stuff out of my... Let's, I don't want to get rid of that. Oh, right. Perfect. Probably going to want to grab a bunch of stuff while I'm down here, but definitely I need to top off on my rocket box. Alright, it's 2:52. I've been streaming since noon. It's been about 3 hours. I've got a lot to show for it, honestly. I think I want to just try and get a good start on that second tier, before calling it quits for the day. I actually was planning... Funny story. Yesterday, when I was thinking about this, I was like, you know what? I've got no interruptions. I got nothing else going on right now. I'm just going to stream through the whole day. I'm going to start at noon, and I'm going to see how long I can go. I'm going to go until like 8 o'clock or whatever. You know what's the one thing stopping me from doing that? Is it's actually a really nice day out. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous day. I need tough bricks, don't I? I'm not even going to be... So I think I might go out, go for a bike ride, maybe take the dog for a walk, maybe just kind of enjoy myself a little bit out here in the wild green yonder. Do I need anything else here? Not really. On top of that, boom. Let's go ahead and slabberino. So yeah, I might stop at around about 5 minutes here, but we'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'll have that burst of creative energy, and I'll just wind up going for the rest of the afternoon. We'll see. Have I already done this wrong? Nope. No, I have not. Okay. All right, cobble my stone, ye hearties. This is gonna be mental by the time I'm done with it. Okay, and yeah, I'm going up 7. I'm still going up 7. Apparently. Apparently I'm just committed to that. And then all this goes there, and then this goes there, and then this goes in here. Because I need more mossy cobblestone already. So where are we at? This is 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7. Okay. It's very much going to be ludicrous. Yes, it shall be. It shall be the most ludicrous. Took me a minute. Where are they? There they are. Do that. Do this. Do that. Sammy, why? Alright, so if we get up near the top here, boom, get that in there, carbole, carbonara. Okay, and that means that we're officially through the first half of the first half. The first party of the first part shall be known in the first part as the party of the first part. Extra points if anybody knows off the top of their head what in the world I'm talking about. The party of the first part in this contract shall be known as the party of the first part. Now, isn't that interesting? 2, 1, 2, boom, boom. And then it's these. Boom, 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 boom. Whoops. Okay, so that's part 1. And I think I have just enough energy to finish up the next tier of this. Well, actually, do I have more? Do I just want to commit? What does this look like from the ground? What does this look like from right up front? Yeah, yep. That's barely even from the ground. Bye. Wait, that needs more ease in it. Bye. Man, if from the ground, as you're walking up the stairs, that second layer is already, like, it's barely even visible behind layer 1. So it's a good thing that I'm committing to making these things taller and taller. Woof. Actually, no, wait, I don't even have any chiseled tough bricks left to continue this. That's a shame, isn't it? That's a bummer. Alright. Well, at least I'm going to finish up this part. Do one more lap, I guess. So this is 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I haven't been using these very much. So that goes there. This is I feel like I've hit some sort of like in the zone sort of thing where I'm just spacing out and then I'm coming back to reality and I've built a thing. I don't know how that works. Wow. This is very cool. Not to toot my own horn, but I'm really proud of just this little bit of progress that we've made today. I'm very pleased with this. Oh, I've missed part of this. Don't get too pleased there, bub. Get this. There we go. And then there we go. All right. This part done. Alrighty. Nope. Not there. There. And I'm literally too shy, so that means I need to go and get 2 more of these before I can finish up this section and call it good enough. And then I'll probably call the stream because, yeah, it's past 3 o'clock local time, and I'd like to take advantage of some of this beautiful weather that we've been having. There we go. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Yes. All right. The enormity of the undertaking is not lost on me. This is a big, big long-term plan. And I am super pleased with the progress that we've made here today. I sure am. All right, well, I think that's probably a good place to call it for right now. That's going to be super imposing once the 3rd layer comes up, and then once the 3rd tier comes up as well. I think that's going to be... It's going to start looking exactly like it does in my mind, which is what I'm excited about. Just the fact that so far I've managed to essentially keep true to the image in my head of this is kind of bonkers. Yeah, small chips at the mountain is right. This is... Talking of small chips at the mountain, that would be my signal to have a Cheeto. Oh yeah. There we go. Celebratory Cheeto. Yeah, this looks amazing. It looks surreal is what it looks like right now. It does not look like a real thing. But it definitely is making progress. All right, well, thank you all so much for watching. I'm hoping maybe I'll be able to do this again soon and get some more progress done. I'll probably be chipping away at this off camera for a little bit, just like I did with my little shack over there. But this is looking much more manageable than I at first thought. Like, I was afraid that I was going to have to go way too deep into the tough. But no, I feel like this is true to what I was thinking. So, yeah. Yeah, originally this was going to be a very tough, intensive build, but it looks like mostly it's going to be trim. Still very tough, intensive, but very doable, especially Thank you to Spencer for providing so much tough. It's an absurd amount of tough. I will be going into massive, massive debt. Anyways, this has been this time. That'll be that time, and I have just run out of time here on the Bunch of Squares server, and we hope to see you in the next stream or video or whatever. And hopefully, just gonna plug this real quick. Sammy Slays, as you saw, was working on a escape room. I hope to maybe be able to take part in that event when it happens. If not, then go and check that out. I know that she's been putting a lot of work into it, so it deserves to be seen. Anyways, I will catch you all in the next video or stream. Bye-bye.